Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video for today. And before I get started, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Also, if you haven't already, call in, leave me your question for the show. Make sure to subscribe and all that fun stuff. So today I'm going to share a snippet from an interview that I did with Loyal Media. Loyal Media is a podcast by Richie and Ali. You might know them as NY Jets Media and loyal NY Jet fans over on Instagram. We had a great conversation about a bunch of different things, and the snippet I'm going to share with you today is talking about Adam Gase in the 2020 season.
Adam Gase is still a question mark. I hope I'm wrong about Adam Gase, and I don't think he should be coaching this team right now. I don't think so. I think Greg Williams will probably be better than Adam Gase as of now in my head. But I hope Adam Gase can, Sam Darnold has also said a lot of great things about Adam Gase. Le'Veon Bell also said it multiple times, and Adam Gase has said the same thing about both of them. So hopefully they have started a connection. They started talking during the offseason, and hopefully they get something together and get the mind right for this offense.
Yeah, another thing about Adam Gase with me is I look at him more as an offensive coordinator with a great offensive
Mm-hmm.
mind. I don't look at Adam Gase as like a head coach, the guy that can galvanize the guys, be that leadership role. I feel like Adam Gase, yes, he has a great offensive mind. He's okay at play calling, and that's a guy you want as your offensive coordinator. A guy like Greg Williams, that's a guy that you want as your head coach, a guy that can galvanize the entire team, scream their head off, somebody that you want to play for. I feel like Adam Gase's personality is just so vanilla and so just like, kind of like Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is another guy that I think he's a perfect defensive coordinator, but he's not a head coach. You know what I mean? So I think
Yeah.
Adam Gase's system, we'll see how it is in the second year. You can't really judge an offensive minded coach in his 1 year because they need to understand the system more. So this is definitely going to be a big thing. But I really want to see Gase's in this year. Yes, I'm looking at the play calling. I'm looking at the offense, but I also want to see his leadership qualities. I didn't really see that from him. I want to see him hyping people up in the locker room. I want to see guys like rooting for Gase, like want to play for him. And I did not really see that in his rookie year as a head coach. So that's another thing I'm looking at Adam Gase.
Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. I didn't like the hire at all to begin with. He was probably, if not the lowest in the bottom three of coaches that I was looking at for the
Me too.
Jets. Um, and when the hire was made, I was definitely disappointed. And unfortunately, in year one, a lot of the reasons why I didn't want him to be brought in kind of, reared its ugly head. So I'm rooting that I'm wrong about this guy going forward. I hope he turns it around. I hope he develops as a play caller. I hope Sam takes that leap and the offense is, at least middle of the pack, somewhere in there. Um, and if not, then I think you have to really start looking at how much longer of a leash this guy is going to get because, you have a 23-year-old quarterback, a young developing quarterback. And if the offense is just stagnant again, I don't know how much longer you can allow that to continue.
Yeah, go.
That's the biggest problem too, because if Adam Gase does suck, like if he's really bad, we want him gone. It's a good thing that he's gone, but it's not a good thing because there's going to be another coaching firing. There's going to be a whole other coaching hiring, and like that process is so tiring. And now all of a sudden, Sam Darnold's got to learn another offense. So Sam Darnold will be learning his third offense in like his fourth season, and that is not how you develop a franchise quarterback. So me personally, when the Adam Gase got hired, I was pissed and I digested it and I'm like, kind of got optimistic, looked at the good things like, okay, maybe he did it, and now here we are. So I'm definitely rooting for Gase, definitely hoping that this Jets offense takes that next level. So every Jets fan can agree like, yeah, we need Gase back next year. Like we do not want to fire him. That's definitely what I'd rather happen than the Jets suck and saying, get Gase out of here. So like I said, was not a Gase guy when we hired him, excuse me, but I'm still rooting for him. I'm hoping that this Jets offense can take that next level and we have continuity at that head coach position because this Jets team is not going to succeed in that long term if we do not have a steady head coach. Like look at the Bills with Sean McDermott. They found their head coach. He's going to be their guy for the next decade. He's a great guy, great leader, and Josh Allen has had continuity ever since he's been there. He's going to year 3 in the same system. And that's why I feel like Josh Allen has had way more success in Buffalo than Sam Darnold in New York because there's no continuity in the Jets. And if they just fire Adam Gase, and if he sucks, yes, they should fire Adam Gase. I'm not saying they should bring him back just for continuity reasons, but definitely rooting for him to be good, so the Jets don't have to worry about the head coach, because that is a huge issue if that happens.
I hope Gase proves me wrong, man. I feel like fans are so disappointed right now. We want someone like Rex Ryan. We wanted some guy that all fans can love, and he can see both sides of the field. Even though he was a defensive coach, he still can produce on offense. And I think that's what we needed. We needed a head coach. And, Todd Bowles, we went through Todd Bowles. That didn't go well. Then now we're praying that Adam Gase can do something. And fans, it's hard. Fans are hating on Gase. Gase has to prove a lot. I feel like if we don't have a winning record, fans are just going to explode. I feel like they need to see winning football now. I don't think the Jets are made for winning in this season. I think it's going to be next season, not this season. But I just want to see progress from Sam Darnold. That's all I want to see. I want to see this team at least improve from last season and compete. I feel like the Jets and every game just went away. Like in the third quarter, they were gone. They didn't know what to do. They had no energy on that sideline. The play calling sucked, and it just was awful football to watch. And we've seen so many games like that, and I think that's what we need to change for. And for me right now, Adam Gase is not that guy to do that, but I pray that he changed my mind.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on what you just said, Ali. I think they could be finish with around the same record. Like, let's say they go 7-9 again, but I definitely think they could be a much more watchable version of a 7-9 team. Because last year, I memean, when you think about it, their last 2 wins of the year came against the Steelers, who were playing Rudolph and Duck Hodges, and the Jets scored 1 offensive touchdown, and then against the Buffalo Bills backups, they barely squeaked by with a win again. So you kind of backed into that 7-9 record, and for a majority of the season, it was unwatchable football. But they have a very tough schedule this year, so they could look so much better, actually on the field and still end up losing, closer games. But as long as I'm with you, as long as they are developing Sam Darnold and he looks like the franchise quarterback and someone that, the consensus is that he's the guy going forward, then I'd be at least semi-satisfied with the season. Hope you enjoyed that segment from the interview. If you want to see the whole thing, definitely check the link down below in the description where we talk about a whole bunch of different stuff. It's going to be a really fun interview, so definitely make sure to check that out. I want to thank them again for having me on. It was a ton of fun. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Once again, I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll talk to you next time.